My Gavan and Melonin, and well met indeed. I am Adûnâim, head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as the Adûnâim, as we prepare for war with Adûnâim. All of our armies are mustering and forming up in places where we need them to be, and our army will soon be ready. We are also doing relatively well in Isengard, but at the moment we're waiting to see what's going to happen with Captain Gorbler over there and where he's going to go, because he may well have the fate of much of our southern border in his hands, and it depends whether or not we can beat him. We are still besieging the city of Isengard, or the tower, where Plazolg the infantryman holds command, with Orthanc sentries and Orthanc guard, both human units standing by with him. But at the moment, I believe, we are at an end turn in readiness and preparation for... We are probably about 4 or 5 turns away from our great war with Adûnâim. But obviously we aren't there yet. Now I had planned... Apologies for the coughing. To actually do a developer diary today, as I'm recording this on Sunday afternoon, after 2 full days of... one full day, I suppose. One full afternoon and 1 full morning of modding on my part. And I tend to do developer diaries off the back of me having done some modding, because then everything is fresh and I've looked through the files, I know what's been changed and edited, and it just makes it easier. But much of what has happened over these past 2 days is merely polishing, so I probably will wait until we've got some new things to show you before we look into doing another developer diary. That Herod hates us so much, they are now rioting against us. But we've got people here. It's not enough. Oh, a large town ready to upgrade. Dol Vaughan. That's interesting. It's going to take 10 turns, but we'll get there. And Khazad-dum finally built itself an encampment so that we can finally get some... Oh, no, we can't. We need a town hall, which we also destroyed. Oh, dear. It'll come. Moving to positions just at the time that we are... Oh no, we're still making money. I'm surprised we're still making money. I don't know how we're still doing it. But... Right. Yeah, you're moving into position. You're almost there. I bet they're poor with all of my armies marching through your lands.
Yes.
Why didn't you move?
We shall continue tomorrow.
They're not, probably not best pleased with the way I'm currently lining all of my forces up, but we'll train whatever we can, wherever we can. Have we got anything else to worry about in the south? No, I don't think so. Just Gorbler, wherever he... Oh, he's going back to Isengard. Oh, and Gorgluck has appeared. And Yagaz, dear.
Yes, my lord.
I'm not sure his army has the necessary forces to stop that. The army that now stands outside of him. And where did Gorgluck come from?
I'm gonna stick you.
Your orders, my lord.
Excuse me, sorry. I think we're going to have to chase down Gorgluck and block the gap in the White Mountains and hope that Nimrazir is able to hold on his own.
Have a taste of my blade.
I'm not sure he's going to be able to. We don't have any other forces near here that we can call upon. Especially with Siduri sending everything it's got up to help with the war against Adûnâim.
Be gone, my lord. Joining forces, my lord.
I'm not training anything else in Dol Vaughan now.
Merging our my lord. Your will, my lord. My lord. Merging armies.
Not training anything there. No. Right, so you're ready.
Your will, my lord.
Off to Khazad-dum.
Camp here.
I think you guys now are actually also ready. I'm thinking that those ones are going to be needed in the Isengard arena instead. So you guys are going to head south across the river. Take those two with you.
By your command to war then.
Argond is... Oh, it's training some other troops anyway that can stay there and be a garrison. Can you retrain them now? Oh, yes. Yeah, go on. Chuck the lot on. And then you guys have got more than enough to take Balakan. So that's Balakan, Khazad-dum, Royal Tharbad, Bree, Barketta, Karaskalainen, and those 2 armies. That one will probably go up there rather than Oskelon. So Perth and Loon, and then jump across to Oskelon. So those folks there are going to attack Perthenloon.
By your command.
Oh, you've moved too far.
As you wish.
And you're going to link up with the troops that are coming from Harlon to take that one away. We won't get that in time. Might as well take those as well.
By your command. To the ship, disembark. My lord.
Send what you can. It's going to take a few days to walk.
Later.
Can we take anything from these? You might as well chuck those in as well.
As you wish. We can go no further today.
Sizable army there too. And we're still making money. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, and no one's gone for Tharbad. I can't do anything with the retraining there anyway. That's our faction heir. Our faction leader is knocking around.
Your orders, my lord.
Somewhere over here. He's in this army, isn't he?
Yes, my lord.
Yes, there he is.
Your orders, my lord.
We wanted to try and get Imrazor over to lead that army because Imrazor is our best general.
Yes, my lord.
And Arkastamite the Mighty is our second best general. So having them in the same army is redundant.
Yes, my
Especially
lord.
when it's such a good army as well, which is why they are going to have to go over here and deal with the
Your orders, my lord.
stragglers.
We can go no further, my lord.
Ah, Goond is not happy. Does the Brawler's bit do our experience bonus? Nah, get rid of it. Otherwise, we don't really want to destroy anything. We don't want to lose the pleasant feeling that the buildings will give with the happiness bonus. End the turn. Oh no, we've lost head. That's alright, it's gone to the rebels. Better that than Isengard. One thing I do want to talk about, and will be in whatever developer diary follows, whenever that will be, is I have painstakingly added the Legion denomination to every region in the game. So there's a system that was a holdover from Rome whereby you can mark a unit as a legionary unit, so then it will say its name, and underneath it will say Legio 9 and then where it's from, so Isengard for example. And it can either be, the name can either be a region or a city, so you could have Legio Honorian or Legio Minas Tirith, both from the same place but just different ways of displaying the name. And so I went around the map choosing whether or not it would be named after the city or a certain region. So, for example, Dolvorn, Bregost, and Siduri are all the Legion. Any troop trained from there with the Legion domination is called Erun Vorn, because this is the overall region. And there isn't a region called Minhiria, so I couldn't use that. But, oh, sorry, I'm so distracted. I'm not paying attention. 3 units of their. They've got some catapults we'll have to deal with. Plazolg I'm not worried about at all, obviously. Very small army.
Muster your courage,
But
we march into
the only nations that will have the Legion descriptor are Khazad-dum, Angmar, the Adûnâim, the Northern Dúnedain, Gondor, Dol Amroth, and the Dark Númenóreans that Mordor get. I opted for only Khazad-dum of the dwarves rather than Erebor and Eredluin as well, given that they actually have units that are called Legion X, like Legion Shield Guard. So it felt like giving it to all the dwarves would weaken the Legion name for Khazad-dum. Yeah, we're in an okay-ish place here. We've got enough of a hill, or at least a bit of a hill. Oh no, hang on. If we pull over here, we've got a substantial hill. Yes, please. Everyone just stand there for now.
The enemy are bringing
in
reinforcements.
The enemy are coming in right behind us. How useful! Bugger. Right, you guys. And run up the hill. I need you to block the enemy so we can throw javelins at them. Get the javelin men behind. And then... Can I run you guys over there in time? Just get you out of the way. Crossbows, don't fire at will, don't run away. You'll just stand over here for now. Same with the archers. 20 of those, 18 of those. You also just come and stand up here for now, no need to run. And generals and the unit that's quite full, stand and face. Into positions. Let's look lively. Don't let them actually shoot crossbows at us though, so we might as well run then. Why did the Orthanc guard come in and immediately run away? I'm not really sure I follow the logic there. I want you to use all your javelins on this little collection here because these are difficult foes to kill. And then we'll charge them.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Now is the time. Right, that's the main line. Sorry, I'm coughing like a madman, but I don't even feel like I've even got anything in my throat to need to cough about. No, that's way too far down the hill. Stand there. The archers into position. 28 of you, 18 of you. Come and stand on the flank over here. Generals.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Stand on this flank. Where's the catapult? All the way down there. Well, at least the reinforcing army is being killed. Being handled. He says. We're devoting a lot of runtime to the bringing down of the reinforcements alone.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
You there. Come with me. Can't risk it. Bugger. Quicker please, quicker please. Every moment you delay, we are under fire from our hated foe. I think there's nothing for it. Charge the buggers. Vanguard. Damn it, they're the armor-piercing ones. Cut them off very nicely there, though. I need you guys to pull out and change. Right, we shut down the catapults. Got some units firing off arrows still. The Uruk-hai bodyguards are down to 18.
Good
the
tidings. The enemy general lies
Guard
dead.
22. Which one? Which one? Which one? Yes! Plazolg is dead! The only one that actually matters, because this army is led by a captain. Now, you men are going to unfortunately die.
Pursue and run them down.
Well, including the Orthanc Guard? Oh, yes. Excellent. Come with me. All of you. Too sweet. You hit those spear guard. You go to there. And then curl in. You go to there. And then hit them. You go to there. And hit them. And you go to there and also hit them. Let's do it.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Yes.
Victory will be ours.
That's the Vanguard down.
Are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. Good tidings.
Just pile on there. We might get them to run. Yes! Yagduff is gone. And they're breaking. And the only unit that isn't breaking is the bloody catapults. Charge them quickly. Oh, they're wasting their shots on our crossbows. It's alright. It's alright. Everybody run at them and they'll break.
The enemy army.
End it.
The enemy
Yes!
are utterly
Yes!
vanquished.
Isengard is ours!
Great victory, worthy of only the
124.
mightiest of generals.
That was a great victory worthy of only the mightiest of generals. I do entirely agree. And I take the praise. I do take the praise. It's been quite an enjoyable weekend of modding. Although I did have to do sprites as well. I absolutely loathe doing those. It's so boring. Although I was able to speed up the sprite production process using Ant Renamer and creating a list of file names using the command prompt, which was very helpful. But it doesn't change the fact you've got to copy and paste into the BMDB file. And there were 35 entries, I think. It just takes so long.
We have triumphed! Glory honor.
Oh, look at that.
Victory.
23,800 if we massacre
Our
them and
courage
loot it.
honor have conquered.
Yes, please. Another interesting little tidbit. I'll do, I suppose, we're doing a quasi-developer diary by releasing information slowly through a standard video. And that is that the Ents are no longer mercenary units, because you may or may not have heard or seen in the last developer diary that the Ents now actually work and they don't crash the game anymore. And to reintroduce them into the game a bit better, they are no longer mercenary units, and instead, if you play as Lothlorien or the Woodland Realm and you reclaim Isengard, you can train them from it. Captain Oisian, Woodsman, Haleth, 2 Axemen and 1 Raiders. Now we should win. Come on, Anagamite, sorry. Anagamite is part of the Triumvirate, our 3 generals who are the best. Imrazor, whatever our faction leader is called, Castamite, and then Anagamite as well. Right, drop that. Pause. Those archers are firing. Oh no, you're all in good positions actually. You to fire straight away. And then just position these guys a bit more in front. Give them all you have. And then you guys, I'd really like you to take down the Graveblood Raiders. And the Graveblood Axemen. Because those are the ones that will actually kill us. And then don't let them come to us too much. Charge them.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Keep firing, keep firing. Keep their javelins pinned. Oh dear,
Only half the enemy force remains.
Shoot what you like. Yes, we've got routing. Adrian von Woodsman have javelins now. What was that? Oh, it's probably the foresters actually.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Keep firing. Ended Wythe. Resourceful people. And a pain in the ass to end. Yes!
By the victory we have.
This time, kill every living being within the walls of Barad-dûn. We need to teach these wildmen, these backwards, dirty folk living in mud huts, that the only way to embrace a new and better society is to completely forget about what the old one was. And in order to do that, we need the elders to die. We need the warriors to die. We need the women of childbearing age to die. So that we can prepare the next generation for how great and noble we are.
We have triumphed! A most noble conquest.
I appreciate that makes me sound like some sort of absolute monster, but rest assured it is only a game. And I do not advocate for any form of genocide at any time. So don't worry. Smiths. Ah, we should. I didn't check the. Sorry, leftover from modding just ticking off in my head. Right, we should be making good money. That 23,000. Did it get put to use in? Yes, it did. Royal Tharbad is building the bridge. Will not be long now. Also, the dwarves have moved Durarin the Noble, who appears to be a phenomenal general, out of Royal Tharbad.
Orders.
They're in position. Another army stands ready.
Yes, my lord.
With honor.
And we're about to cross into Breeland. In fact, we have just crossed into Breeland. Well, we haven't really. We're still in Buckland. This should really just come over this bridge, but it doesn't, so.
My lord.
Worry not, though, friends.
Your will, my lord. Yes.
Again, he's gone to the wrong place.
Orders. By your
Move up.
command.
Are you training?
March to exhaustion,
No, you're not, because
continuing
you
later.
can't train yet, of course.
Orders. My lord. Orders.
They should be ready soon. Oh, you might as well go and stand
As
there.
you wish. Your will, my lord. We'll
You're in
make camp
position.
here.
Who's taking Ascalon? Oh, you are, once you've won. And And the Khazad-dum army might be able to help you.
By your command.
Khazad-dum
Orders.
is the furthest away. They're going to take a while to get there.
Exhaustion continuing later.
And what of the south? We were attacked somewhere else, weren't we? Karas,
Your
yes.
orders, my lord.
I didn't read that Isengard message. Was it Isengard dwindles or was it Isengard is strong? Or... I think we should probably check to see how the world looks to make sure they haven't... Or was it Isengard has fallen? No, because it said the Uruk tide, didn't it? An armory would also be very useful, actually. Can't use that. Brace yourselves. Yeah, they've got pretty much everything here. In fact, they have got everything, even up the way up to Alfarazan's faith will come from there. And we can, if we can get our culture up to 75%, we get our finest units from Isengard as well. I would like a tower there.
Yes, my lord.
To battle.
Your orders, my lord.
This tower will keep
Just to
vigil
see what's
over the
actually
lands.
happening out there. Goon's still hating us. It's dropped to 55%. It's not good, Goon. What do you give me? 10% bonus to law. Or I can try and convert the populace. That should have a standard benefit, I think. It should have a happiness bonus or something. But then why would you be happy if you were Christian and an army of Islam took over your city and then built a mosque? You're not exactly going to be inspired to fight for them, are you? So it probably shouldn't have a happiness bonus, no. If anything, it should have a negative bonus. Certainly in the first two tiers when you're converting the populace. And only then, once they are fully with you, should it then have a happiness bonus.
Yes, sir. Your will, my lord.
Alright, I think we are really almost there. Where's our diplomat? Zagarakor, standing outside of Barketta, ready to deliver the notice. Not like they surely, though, they must know what's coming. Oh, Barad Vinzar, we got a general in there, just as... That means you, Zainaben, must be the son of Anagamaite. Is Anagamaite in our family tree? Everyone keep your eyes peeled. And shout helplessly at the screen when I go past him, inevitably. There he is, yes. He's 42 years of age, and Zainaben is indeed his son, as expected. And so is Adûnâim, wherever their Adûnâim is. Anagamaite is... Either we've been playing so long he actually is the son of Imrazor the Champion, or he's the adopted son of Imrazor the Champion. No, I think he must be adopted because his older brother and older sister are both older than him. So Aglaran is Imrazor's actual son, as is Mundamir, as is Aglarv's, but Anagamaite was adopted into the family. Otherwise he would be at the end because it always does them in age order. There we are. Right, well, we don't need you all to stay in there. Hopefully, Barad Vin will be very pro-us, because everyone is dead. Leave behind the 2 arch units. How much does it hate us? Yes. Not at all. Excellent. Go and link up with Nachtir.
With honor.
Your orders, my lord.
Keep putting all these fires out and taking care of it. Don't let them get to Alkfud. They're going back for their ancestral home.
Yes, my lord.
With honor.
We're going to have to attack that army, aren't we? Go for it.
We shall engage.
Indrazor, I would like to control you. We should be able to walk this.
Muster your courage, men.
Still, he's wandering around to our east, though, isn't he? Just waiting for us to give him an opening to attack. Isengard. I am thoroughly looking forward to the future layout of videos on the channel. I'm enjoying the lore overviews, although obviously I haven't done one this weekend. I'm enjoying the top 10. I feel like I've got a plan. We've got a goal in mind, a path to walk. But more importantly, I am really looking forward to playing as Angmar for the next video, which will likely replace this video. So we'll be fighting in Eriador again, but in a very, very different way, with troops that no one has ever seen before. It should be very, very good. But it's a ways away yet. Because this campaign is still, even to this day, very engrossing for me. And I feel like when we finally do take down the dwarves and claim victory, it's going to be so rewarding. Oh look, I've missed another. We have so many archers in this army. Goodness. You're not running away, are you? No, no. I'm not even going to bother with the crossbows, I don't think. All of you guys also group up. Don't be in defensive mode. Stand yourselves ready, and the rest of you stand at the back. Move the archers up so that everyone can shoot. And just go for it. Just unleash hell on these fools. Particularly if you can. Oh, no, they can't. Yes, you can. Shoot those ballistae, because you'll also hit those crossbows, which is good. Oh, you kill anyone if they're mixing their troops up like that. Idiots. Yes, and the ballistae didn't actually play a part in today's battle. Backspace, turn off fire at will, stop what you're doing. The enemy is running away. Oh no, the enemy is going for our reinforcements. I can't remember who's controlling them. I am. Run, 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 run. Is everybody shooting those crossbows now? Because that would also be useful. As Isengard makes a beeline for our reinforcements for some weird reason. Nah, this is perfect. We'll be able to use this then. Is there a better hill? No, not really. Alright, go to pause. Position yourselves in a more of a defensive line. All of you guys come at the back here. You are free to fire at will when you're in position. Speed it up. Archers, go for it. I want those berserkers dead. Oh, why didn't you move? I hate this game. And now you're going to stand on your fellow archers and make it so that they can't fire arrows. Brilliant. Come on, bring those down. You're the best thing to target them with. Keep running, keep running, keep running. You've just about done it. And now we'll sandwich him in. Oh, brilliant. The berserkers have been smashed. New target. Everyone on those crossbows, please. Not crossbows, pikemen. And then we'll get them dead. Even though we are firing into the rain, which always weakens arrows. But no, this is over. This is an easy victory.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours. Only half the enemy force remains.
Who have we still got over here? You're free to fire at will. Get our generals out and involved. Pikemen do take considerably longer to die than they should, given that they don't have shields.
The enemy army flees awed by the
78
victory
plays
we have won
719.
here today.
Excellent victory. 82 kills. Baruthiel's Rangers. Always count on archers to do the killing for you. You always know that your army's done relatively well when everyone is quite close together. So there isn't a standout victor in terms of kills. They all got roughly the same amount of kills. You always then know that your army is performing well. Also, it continues to amaze me that Isengard are have good units, but they are nowhere near as good as a faction of Númenórean descendants, i.e. Gondor, Dol Amroth, Northern Dúnedain, or the Adûnâim. And also that an army that does not have a general is so easy to kill.
An honourable, glorious victory!
You see, the problem is that if we were to dial up the morale across the board to try and counter that a bit, it would give the human player a substantial advantage because your units would never break, because you will almost certainly always have a general with your armies, because you know that generals are the best way to lead armies, and so the AI would again be put back into a deficit.
Yes.
Right, come at me then, Gorbler.
I'm gonna stick
No, Gorbler's got trolls. Gorbler!
Yes, my lord.
Sounds like that should be his epithet. Like Ugduff the Gorbler. We've moved already, haven't we?
Your will, my lord.
Yeah, we are about 3 turns. See, if Isengard doesn't attack me then for about 3 turns,
Splitting the troops.
I can position myself and siege Adûnâim all in one go. I would estimate that we are really closing in on not only our attack on Adûnâim, but now the also ultimate victory of this campaign, or indeed what the Adûnâim will consider the end of this campaign. Oh, Gorbler. Gorbler, Gorbler, Gorbler. Go on then, we'll end on this battle. Khazad-dum the Mighty, with Imrazor the Champion, our nation's finest generals, outnumbered 2-1 against Isengard's filth. They've got siege. We've got a shed load of archers. We've met them on a bridge.
We attack!
Can we do this? Again, they don't have a general. We're advantaged there. But they are an army made up entirely of Isengard elite, including trolls.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
And there are trees on our side of the bridge. Of course there are. Don't count your chickens before they've hatched, narrator man. I know that our situation seems dire, and to many it is indeed hopeless. But we'll still give it a damn good go, won't we? Right, we want the crossbows to be as close as possible, shooting down their gullet. Then you guys don't have as good a range, so you guys go slightly behind. And then we will vary the ranges up either side, I suppose. We bring silent death. See, the only problem with that, though, is they are actually firing over our own units, so I think it's probably better to line them up like this. And then they fire down again. They're just firing straight lines down the bridge. Like that. And then we're using the bridge to its full potential, grouping the enemy into one blob and hitting the buggers. Oh, God. I don't think we're going to win this. I'm just going to put that there. I like to be optimistic. But, and I know they don't have a general, but they've got so much. And siege. Let's not forget the siege. They really don't like my crossbows. I need to keep the enemy back, keep them pinned in location. And they shouldn't be able to do this, it's defeating the point of having the crossbows. Fire at whatever you like. Please tell me you are shooting things though, thank goodness. We've killed more of them than they've killed of us. And we've got our armor-piercing units up against the trolls, which is the best way to have them. Let's do it in the best way. Oh, can't you please keep, like, target one of these units and kill your own forces. No, 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 no. Keep firing, keep firing. Otherwise this is all for naught. I'm not bothered if we do lose some crossbows, that's an acceptable loss. I'd love their siege to run out of ammunition, that would be excellent. How are we doing now? 34 plus 21%. Hardly any of the trolls. In fact, I don't think any troll has gone down yet. Who are our archers actually targeting?
Something changes in the course
Do them one at a time, and hopefully they'll hit this sort of area here. I don't know why they're... Oh, that's not a nice hit. Now, our archers are doing well. They are hitting where we want them to. What have they got in reserve? Oh, just some crossbows. How are the trolls doing? There's 11 of them. They have massacred our sidelines. It disappoints me that they're not just sort of firing into the mass. I really, really, really lament the single thing I dislike that this game did not introduce when it was released was the ability to fire at a specific location rather than at an enemy, which is something, of course, later games do. You can just target an area and your archers will just go for it. They're breaking through, they're breaking through. Turn those ones to target the trolls.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Our archers do appear to be firing a bit more broadly. Our archers are going to have to pull out their swords after this, I'm afraid. There's no two ways about it. We're also now targeting our own general with our archers, but the trolls have to die. Our vast store of arrows is the best way to do that. Yes, another troll's gone down. A small victory. No! Imrasor! Someone's going to have to be named after him after this. If our general goes, they'll break and it's over. The general's more likely to die, as he's currently totally on his own in amongst the enemy numbers. But this side is winning, arguably. Shoot things on this side. Shoot things on this side. Speed it up again. Oh, see, look. There's a definite gap appearing between our line and the enemy. I don't know where our general is. He's in amongst it all.
Pray something changes in the course of battle. Our leader lies slain on...
No, and there he goes. And there he goes. Get the Rangers into position. We're throwing everything at this.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Go for it, boys.
Come on, get them flanking. Flanking, please.
The battle seems to be swinging in our... If we continue
Yes.
like this, we will smash the enemy.
Our general will not have died in vain. Where, what's happening? Who's over here? Oh, those units are routing. Because what I'd like to do is pull away from the bridge and thus force their siege equipment, if they want to use it, to have to come onto the bridge.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Kill those berserkers, please. Yes, the trolls are dead. Remember, they attacked us. The timer is in our favour. Go on, one last volley. We're going to win. We are going to win, because all they've got left is a unit of crossbows, and we've now outnumbered them significantly more than they outnumber us. They don't outnumber us. In fact, that's how outnumbering works. We outnumber them. Now, what I will do is, because they aren't moving, is I will pause now, and I'll bring you back to the action if there is any. Otherwise, I'll see you at the end of the video. Welcome. So, almost immediately after I said that, they retreated. The catapult crew, though, decided not to retreat. They stood by the catapults for a while. I managed to just walk my crossbows over, as you can see them standing there, and just started shooting at them. They then started moving sort of backwards and forwards, not really doing anything, and eventually they routed. But we've taken down 2,023 Isengard Uruks, and we only lost 444 men. Sadly, of course, though, Khazad-dum and Imrazor were both amongst that number. And the Adûnâim Nadutarik took 337 kills alone. They lost their entire battalion, but they took so many with them. In fact, every man took at least 2 enemies before he went down. That is what happens when your 2 greatest generals have drawn a line in the sand and said, "Men, we are not letting the enemy get past us today." Your men then fight to the damn death. We were massively helped by the fact that our army was almost all archers. Because if the reverse had been true and we had very, very few archers but loads of melee, we would have lost. Absolutely we would have lost. So we did well there. We did bloody well. And there's a picture of Bjorn destroying things as a bear.
Victory in your name, my lord.
But we do now need a new general to guard our southern borders, because we've just lost 2 of the best. Who is the best now? It's Adûnâim, isn't it? Oh, he's not too far away, actually. We'll have to get him to link up. Speak of the devil, there he is. And our now greatest general is being engaged. But we will not fight this battle, so I shall save it. And I shall end it there. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I do hope you're still enjoying, and I hope you're looking forward as much as me to destroying Ered and then playing as Angmar in a brave new world. But until we speak again, dear friends, Navarn den Pedimad Melonin, and farewell.